Good morning, afternoon, or evening. Hello, my name is Autumn Dixon, and I will be presenting my final presentation project on my semester-long topic of the beauty industry. The beauty industry can cover a wide range of topics, but today I will be communicating three specific ones. Throughout the presentation, I will name the topic and the problems within them. And to conclude, I will provide the solutions to the problems. For the title of the presentation, I decided to name it The Unseen Signs in the Beauty Industry, since many people are not aware of the problems, but they are definitely issues that need to be addressed. Those problems that I will be covering in the beauty industry are greenwashing, overpricing, and the overusage of editing software. There are many more problems in the industry, but these are three main ones that need to be addressed in society today. Problem number one is the problem of greenwashing. This takes place when a company claims that the product is eco-friendly, but it is actually not. This is mostly used when companies know that their products are not eco-friendly, but still put it labeled as that so their brand can attract buyers and have an overall well income. Products can be from a range of shampoo to clothing. As seen in the picture, it says on the bottle, "Hello, I'm a paper bottle," to show others that companies don't even try to hide that they are greenwashing because people look more into the product instead of the packaging of the product itself. There were three major clothing companies that were exposed doing this. The first one is Zara, which is a major clothing company that has a range of different people's styles and is more on the pricier side. A pair of their pants are trending right now, and they could potentially be greenwashed themselves. Next is H&M, which is another clothing brand that sells clothing, but instead, unlike Zara, they are more on the less expensive side. Ungalo is also a clothing store, but it is founded in Japan. They sell, again, a wide range of clothing. I mentioned these three stores specifically for a couple different reasons. First, to show that greenwashing can be done in clothing, not just in skincare products and shampoo. Next, because it shows how companies from a range of budgets still greenwash, which means that it's not only done in pricier or less expensive clothing, but in both. Lastly, to show that the problem is not just in America, but in places overseas as well. Problem number two is the problem of overpricing. This is the idea that companies or people selling objects will overprice the item to gain more profit. Obviously, when companies make items, they have to sell it more than what it took them to originally make the product so they can gain profit. But in this case, the prices are doubled or even tripled. For instance, hairdressers can overcharge their clients who are not experienced on the topic. Also, this is done worldwide when people take cheap shirts and stick name brands on them to sell them for more money when the quality is not even good. This is also illegal. Another thing that is done is when people will buy certain items and turn around and sell them for way more than they actually cost. The last problem, or problem number three, is the overusage of editing software that has been developed over the course of years. This is seen mostly in the modeling industry when companies change the appearance of models to make them fit into societal standards. They will shrink models' bodies or smooth out the models' faces to remove blemishes, or even make the models curvier. As seen in the photo on the left, it shows a model without an editing, and on the right, it shows how she looks like after editing. There are solutions to the problems that I just covered. For instance, greenwashing, you can check the labels of the products and do research about the company. If you find that they are greenwashing, then you can boycott their products. For overpricing, you can ask a fellow hairdresser about their prices or even look at a range of prices online from reliable sources. Lastly, for editing software, you can acknowledge to what degree the company is using the software and speak out about it. And since people have already done this, companies have begun to get rid of it altogether. In closing, I've covered the three topics of greenwashing: overpricing, the overuses of editing software, and greenwashing, and how these certain topics and their problems can be solved. This can show you how you can be aware of the problems so you can spread awareness to others. Using these solutions can bring an overall well aspect to the world. And on the last slide, I'll have showed the references that I've used throughout the presentation. Thank you for your time, and this concludes my presentation.